Hi, thanks for watching. Let's have a look at the astrology for today, Sunday the 3rd of June 2018. Andy here, thanks for joining me. The moon is in Aquarius, she's been there since yesterday. This is actually a great time between people, particularly where you have a similar interest in acquiring knowledge in the same kind of area. It's a real good time for coming together for that, and of course being the weekend it's a social time, so that backs that up as well. People do want a certain amount of freedom and independence though, actually. And Aquarius being a water sign, sometimes kind of people need to go into the wounded side of themselves a little bit, shall we say. So it can be a little bit touchy, you know, it's not absolutely easy under an Aquarius moon. But generally speaking, it's a nice time, it's a friendly time, you know. The problems really are only going to be if you try and get into something that requires really fine, meticulous attention to detail, something that you've got to get absolutely right. This isn't really a brilliant time for that, but never mind, that is just this weekend, and Pisces will be along on Tuesday. Then we'll have a different influence. Then we'll have people kind of swimming together more with that Pisces influence. But there we go. An Aquarius moon at the moment. She is 80.7% full, waning gibbous, and on Wednesday the 6th of June, 1931 UK time, much earlier in the day, the 6th of June, she is going to be half full, 50%. She'll then have reached third quarter. And then it's all the way down to new moon again, which takes about another week. Takes about a fortnight from naught to full, and then full back down to naught. There's another fortnight. Hence the fact that it takes about a month. Hence the fact that, you know, it's a moon, because the moon goes round in a month, and that is what we talk about, is it not? Anyway, never mind. It's Sunday morning and I'm waxing lyrical. You'll have to forgive me. The moon is conjunct Mars at the moment. This makes a tendency for things to become heated. It gets things moving faster. Mars is always good for energy, pushing things forward. But it can push things forward kind of in an aggressive way sometimes. And particularly with a conjunct, it's not the most positive alignment, you know, things are kind of pulling quite a bit. So decisions, action, that kind of thing, it is a good time for getting things done, it most definitely is, but people are likely to show their competitive side, and if impulse control is an issue with you, this is the kind of day to think seriously before doing anything on impulse, because that can get a bit out of control. The Sun is square Neptune, so leaders are absolutely mind-boggling, but they are under a Pisces moon, where so they are the ruling planet of Pisces. So they are actually going to be able to work things out. That's what we hope. But what they tell us will be a different thing altogether. Mercury is conjunct the Sun. We're possibly going to be hearing a big announcement soon. I've been saying that for a while, actually, and it hasn't happened. But this is the kind of transit when it can happen, when things can go that way. Okay, I'm trying to keep these reasonably short, so we will have a look at the rest of today's alignments when they load, because my tablet screen thing has just gone off. Where are we? June the 3rd. Actually, there are no minor aspects going on today. Mercury was quincunx Saturn through yesterday, and Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn at the moment. So there may have been communications, there may have been fear of communications, and there may have been fearful communications as well. You never know. But then again, because Saturn is retrograde, there may not have been. Isn't that wonderful? Right, spaceweather.com. I'm not going to do too much more of spaceweather.com in these. I'm going to do a weekly space weather breakdown, because it just doesn't change fast enough to really make sense. But I've done it every day for like a year and a half or something, so let's do it now. Solar wind speed 614.2 kilometers a second. The density of the protons 4.9. So it's kind of calm. I mean, that is quite fast for the solar wind speed, but it's not stormy, you know, there's no geomagnetic storms expected. The hole in the face of the Sun is not as big as it was. I mean, it's still active and there's still solar wind coming from there, but it's not as big as it was, so there's nothing much to worry about If I go to the next screen, we find that Cardigan Poultry has plenty of chickens for sale, but that's another screen altogether. In the meantime, I'm going to go out and see to my own chickens. Have a brilliant day, my friends. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, so if you can join me then, that would be wonderful. Subscribe if you can find a button. I was trying to subscribe to someone's channel last night. I couldn't get on there because I could not find the subscribe button, but you know, what are you going to do about it? Subscribe if you can, thumbs up if you can, that would be wonderful. Nothing is going to stop me, but YouTube is making it at the moment. Have a brilliant day and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.